Hey everybody, so here we are on day 4 of Electroneum mining, and apparently a lot of people are getting confused on this pool miner. So we'll try to explain this as easily as I can. Alright, so once you have this thing up and running, you copy paste your public wallet address, set a region. You got 3 different regions: Asia, US, Europe. So basically either whichever one you're in, or whichever one you're closest to, or whichever one happens to be working, that's the one you select. So some have managed to use multiple computers, multiple wallet addresses, one address for each region, and they just let it run. And then we've got the mining port initially, and the number of threads. I initially started with 3333 and 2 threads, and of course, as you can see, it's low and slow, and even now it's still low and slow because other things are using the processor. So for these 2, it's basically trial and error. You started out slow. Do yourself a favor, start it out slow, increase slowly. And what you're doing, every time you change these things, or even your wallet address, you stop it, make your changes, start again. Okay? And then just let it run. Once you start it again, what you're looking for is any kind of slowdowns or sluggish behavior in your laptop or PC, and then you can either raise or lower it accordingly. So if you're not seeing any slowdowns, try higher numbers here. You can leave this, but try a higher number of threads. So from what I've been gathering, this here applies to the pool miner, the beginner miner. This number of threads is twice the number of cores in your processor. So if you have, say, like a dual core processor, you can try 4 to 8 threads and look for any sluggish behavior out of your computer in the things that you normally do. Okay? The recommendation is don't overdo it. Okay? Better safe than a trip to the store to buy yourself another computer. So if you had, say, a quad core, you can try 8 or 16. Somebody was trying these things out with an octa-core and got it up to, I think, 12 or 14, and was seeing all kinds of different numbers popping up here in the hash rate, so lowered it. I'm pretty sure he lowered it. Anyways, this refers to the pool miner and not the direct miner. Okay, with the direct miner, it's pretty much one thread is one core. Now I tried it on this computer here, and as soon as I set the threads to 2, I could see slowdowns all over the place. So yeah, I'm guessing each thread in the direct miner is one core being used of your processor. So here we have the hash rate. That's how fast your computer is figuring out bits and pieces of the math problem, the current math problem. Now the shares had people confused. They thought that, say, like here now, it's low and slow, and I've been running this for a couple of hours, but I'm not getting any sluggish behavior out of my computer on these settings. So I'm just going to leave it like that, and I'm fine. But the shares, people thought this was directly equivalent to the number of Electroneum, the amount of Electroneum that was mined, and that's not the case. It is related, but it's not the case. Now you think of this here. Now I'm on the Asian region, so I can go into the Asia Pool website. The fastest way, here you go, just click help, there's the pools. Each one would bring up the different website. here in your browser. So when you're looking at this pool right here, what you want to do is look at this thing up here in the upper right, and you'll see it blinking every so often. It'll start to flash. Yeah, just like that. And these numbers will change, this number will change. Someday soon this will probably change too, hopefully soon. Now, these blocks are very, very complex math problems. Your computer is in here with, what, 1,987 plus 1 is yours. Okay, well, now it's minus 1. But anyways, that's how many computers are trying to solve this current math problem, the block. The last one that was solved was 8 hours ago. Okay? So, each one of these shares is a little bit and piece of that math problem. Okay, now all these computers currently connected are trying to solve the current math problem. So if you get in onto the pool while that math problem is still being solved, then your shares, your total hashes submitted. So the last one was about 2 minutes ago. You'll see this number every time a bit and piece of the math problem your computer solves, this number will increase. So the bigger this number is, the more Electroneum you'll gain. Obviously, because I've been running things off and on and trying out so many different things over the past few days, yeah, you just saw this increase. Yeah, I didn't gain that much. So, however many people were involved trying to solve this particular block, which started 8 hours ago, okay, if you are involved in that, if you have shares in that, you will gain Electroneum, but for now, the website is screwy, so the coins haven't been released, so I'm still at 0. Okay, so for each of the blocks that you've been involved in on that specific pool, that's how much you've been gaining, how much it owes you right now. And then when the next block is, when this current block is solved, which started 8 hours ago, then this will increase, and eventually it'll come into here. There's your balance. Now, when you're mining in a different region, it's a different result. It's a different result each time. Okay, for depending on how many shares you put in for each region that you happen to be mining in. Say, like for right now, the U.S. region, they haven't had a solved math problem in like 2 days. But others, say like the Europe pool and the Asia pool, have been quicker. Now, what happens is, the stronger your hardware is, okay, the faster this thing is going to be able to solve these little bits and pieces, so you get more shares. So more shares, more Electroneum gain. Now when you check out these other Facebook groups, like this one here, okay, somebody was nice enough to give information to be able to use other pools. So if ever you don't like one of the 3 main pools, then you can try the other pool using other software like MinerGate and still mine Electroneum. I got the information there. Now if you end up joining one of these Facebook groups like this one here, then do everybody a favor, including yourself, and read first. There's a lot of good info in there. Just like this one here. Magic Babe will post the link to this guide right here, how to transfer your paper wallet into your CLI wallet, your client wallet. And that one is the one that's currently being used for trading and exchanges. And that one is dealing with the direct miner, okay, not this miner. Now if you check your gains in here, in one of these pools, according to your direct mining, you'll either show as not found or 0. More than likely you'll show as not found. Okay? Because they are separate, just like each of these pools are separate. So if you're mining in the Asia pool, like I am right now, and you try to check the same wallet address in the Europe pool, then most likely you'll have different results. Now, if at any time you stop mining, your shares will reset, but don't worry, it's already recorded. You're not going to actually lose anything if you stop mining. It's just you're not going to gain anything until the block is solved, found. Same thing, solved, found, same thing. So, you got some of these ones here, they were showing their results, and they showed up as like, what, over 800 million total hashes submitted. So yeah, they got a couple thousand Electroneum gained already. And others, like myself, well, not so much. That's okay. Since I didn't spend a single coin on it, I'm not worried about it. But when you're using the direct miner, you use the client wallet to check its balance. That's the two command prompt executables you can run. Now the difference is when you're running in the pool, when you're mining in the pool, okay, it's all these computers, however many there happen to be and however many contributed to trying to solve this math problem, they all get a share. So if your hardware is stronger, you're going to get a bigger share a lot quicker when that thing is solved. But in the direct miner, you are in it by yourself. It's just your computer trying to solve this complex math problem right here. Now, some people are wondering why they have a 0 balance. It's because it's going to be a whole lot slower for your computer all by its little lonesome self to try to solve the math problem compared to all these computers solving a similar math problem. So, some of them, they've gone days and using the direct miner and it was 0 results. So, them's the breaks unless you've got some really, really strong hardware and figured out how to use your video card, your GPU, to mine with the direct miner alongside your processor. Now, say something like MinerGate, you can find information about it in here. The MinerGate allows you to use both your processor and video card at the same time for mining, so that can help you gain faster. That's if the pool survives, continues to operate. And I think that'll about do it, or I hope that'll do it. Well, good luck with it.